Okay, guys, so a lot of you have been asking me exactly what it is I'm doing when I go door knocking, how I'm finding the houses, all that. I'm going to quickly explain everything. If you still need more information after this tutorial, I just reach out, DM me, and I'll answer all your questions. But basically, first thing I do is I go over to PropStream and I actually pull a list of pre-foreclosures, right? Once I get the list and I have the property that I'm interested in, I will take that property address, quick copy and paste. I bring it over to Google. When I'm on Google, I do something really simple. I open up the sidebar, and hopefully you guys can see this. I click on Your Places. I go to Your Places, and you'll see I have different things that are saved, right? And I add my own list. So this property happens to be out in Elmont, so I would click on the Elmont. I'm gonna want to edit it, so I'm going to edit this list. You see Elmont door knock pre-foreclosure. I'm going to add a place, going to put it right there. Now it's on my map and it's saved. Now when I'm out on the streets, what I do is I open up my phone, I go over to my maps on Google, right? I go over to my saved list. Once I'm here on my saved list, everything loads up. I should see my new list. I don't see it yet, so let's get it to refresh. Here we go, Elmont door knock, right there. Now my properties that I want to go knock on their doors, they're all here. And what I can do is I click View Map, and you'll see each of the properties is located on the map. So now I can plan a route based on which ones I want to go to. When I get to each house, what I could do is I click on it, and I can add my own notes about it. So later on when I get home, after I talk to somebody, I can say like, hey, this person was really nice. Done. And later on, it reminds me what happened when I went out there and knocked on that door. So now we're actually going to head out. We're going to go knock on a few doors, and you guys can see what I'm saying to people. Okay. So, guys, we're at the first house. So a lot of you guys ask me, where am I finding the houses? This is a pre-foreclosure. Just looking at the outside, the windows are a little messed up. It's on a main street. It's not in the best neighborhood. So in this sort of neighborhood, there are a lot of foreclosures. So we're gonna knock on the door and really see what's going on, see if we could get a story and see if we could talk to somebody.
So down this way.
So guys, always want to make sure you're knocking on the right door. Auto cell 4. So you see, when I knock on the door, I actually do open up the screen and knock on the actual physical door. That way I'm not breaking their screening. A lot of people are actually like afraid to open up the screen and knock, but you know, it's like ultimately you want them to hear you knocking. You didn't come here to pretend to knock, you want them to hear you knock. So typically I'll give it about maybe, you know, a good 15-20 seconds before I have a double knock, the same way when I'm calling people. The exact same thing. If you don't answer the first call, I do give you a second call. So this is what happens as well. So sometimes people aren't home. If they aren't home, I literally, not even joking guys, I pull out a post-it note. I leave a post-it note on their door. So I was using my post-it notes for actual notes. This one, you guys are gonna see the message I write to people, which is really basic. And some people ask me, do I pre-write these messages? The answer is no, I write them on the spot. The reason being is sometimes while I'm writing it, the homeowner actually opens the door because I'm still standing on their porch. So you'll see, hi, my name is Marlon. Hello? Yeah, I just knocked on the door. Hello? Hey, can you hear me? Oh, maybe that was a neighbor. I'm looking to buy your... Oh, there we go. Hey, what's going on, man? Yeah, I was like knocking on the door. I was seeing if anyone was home. I was getting ready to leave like a sticky note on your front door. Yeah, so now what I'll do, because I'm gonna put a mask on.
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, man. How are you? I'll put my mask on too. So, actually I'm a local landlord in the area, and I was running some comps and everything, and this property came up on the public pre-foreclosure list.
For the what?
The public pre-foreclosure.
Closer?
Yeah. Did you know about that, or?
No.
So this property came up on a pre-foreclosure list.
For the closing?
Not for closing, for pre-foreclosure.
People closing?
Pre-foreclosure. So it's like the bill was missed to the mortgage company.
Mm-hmm.
So now whenever the bill gets missed, the mortgage company puts out a public notice that the home is in pre-foreclosure.
Oh no.
No one's talked to you about
No.
that?
No.
Okay. Was it?
I had my portfolio bank.
Uh-huh.
Everything is fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, because, yeah, like it came up on my computer.
Mm-hmm.
So this is 766.
Yeah, 766.
Yeah, so it came up on my computer, and that's why I came out today. I wanted to see
It
if
had a
anyone-
modification already.
They had a notification already?
Yes.
Was it in the past, and then you guys took care of it already?
Yes, before, but eso fue a lot of years, maybe 1 year and a half back.
Okay.
Era problem for the Bank of America.
Okay.
Bank of America, I sold the mortgage to Portafolio,
Right.
and Portafolio is my bank now. So they got a
Okay.
modification for Portafolio.
Got it. So you know what that happens? Sometimes what happens when they sell it over, the notice will still stay public until they get time to pull it off the record.
Okay.
So that's why I wanted to come out, because I normally go out into the neighborhood. I just go and I talk to homeowners, see what it is that's going on, see if there's anything we can do to help figure out if you're
No,
interested.
everything is fine now.
All right, good.
Okay?
All right, glad to hear it, man.
Thank you so much.
All right, well, appreciate it,
Thank you
brother.
so much. Okay, thank you.
All right, have a good one.
Okay, you too. Thank you.
All right, cool. So that's like a perfect example of like everything's taken care of already. So that's a. So that's a good example of things being taken care of, and at the same time, I may actually end up coming back. The reason why now, although he told me everything was taken care of, a lot of people do say that up front, like, hey, no, we've got it figured out, we took care of that, everything's sorted out, and it's not. They just don't necessarily want to talk to a stranger right away. And the reason I say that might be the case here is because I'm looking at the car in front of his house, and it has the for sale sign. And typically when people start selling off their things like their cars, furniture, having yard sales, it's usually a sign that they're strapped financially. So I don't know if that's the case, or maybe he just happens to be selling his car. I mean, I'm selling my car and I'm not hurting financially at the moment, but it's just something for me to keep in the back of my head. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna head out to the next property and see what we can find there. Okay, so we're at the second house. Also, quick weird coincidence, but my dream car just happens to be chilling in front of us. I don't know, maybe it's a sign. It's definitely a sign. I don't believe in coincidences, because I just test drove that thing like 2 days ago and it was amazing. But here's the house. The door is open. We're gonna go knock on it. I have a feeling it looks like it's a multi-family, like a two-family, so I'm assuming I'm probably gonna be talking to the renters, but I'll see maybe if I'm able to get the owner's information. But let's go find out. We'll see. Hello.
Hello? Hi there. Hi, my name is Marlon. I'm a local landlord. I live in the area. I was running some comps last night, and this property came up on the foreclosure list. I don't know if you're the homeowner or are you the homeowner here?
No.
Do you know who the homeowner is?
No.
All right, because the property came up on the foreclosure list. So I don't know. Are you guys renting this place or?
What are you asking about?
I just wanted to talk to the owner to see if anyone,
Why?
anyone stopped by. I wanted to see if I could help.
Oh, no. That's all good. It's handled up already.
Being taken care of?
Yeah, it's taken already.
All right. Well. All right. So sometimes everything's being taken care of is what they say. As far as we call that the pre-foreclosure hello, or the pre-foreclosure everything's fine. People do this all the time, where we're talking about. So occasionally that happens where you kind of get met with a little bit of resistance, a little bit of an attitude. People are slightly offended, they're upset, and the answer is like, yo, everything's being taken care of. Like, because ultimately they don't want to talk about this in front of the family, in front of the kids, in front of the wife. Like, it's not a pleasant thing to be going through if that's the case. So you got to be really sensitive, and if someone's giving you like pushback, just move on. Right? You got someone else to help. All right, guys, so this is the third house, and normally I knock way more houses, maybe anywhere from 5 to 10 in an hour. Today we're just going a little bit slower so I can talk through it, so I can show Paulie, my cameraman, here what it is I do, what's going on. And really I just want you guys to see every house is going to be different. So the first house, we had somebody that was super chill, kind of talked with us, didn't get an attitude. The second house, unfortunately I just had bad timing. It seemed like there was a big family gathering going on, so even if something is happening, they're not talking about it with the entire family there. That's like, you don't want to talk about your stuff, your problems, while your whole family's around. So this is the third house. We'll see what's going on here, if anything. Again, let's knock on the door and find out. Gotta mask up. It's so funny that we can wear masks now. So this looks like it's a legal 4-family. Because the mailboxes are all split up. So I don't know who I'm gonna get. Right. So this is like the hard thing sometimes when it's like it's not owner occupied. It's hard to find the owner. So maybe someone here can help me get in contact with the owner. I hear somebody coming. So for something like this, my first question would want to be for whoever comes to the door is the homeowner around? So I would want to make sure I'm talking to the homeowner before I just start saying stuff. So again, one more time. So sometimes, like with this, there's multiple doors. Clearly, there's secondary entrances. Homeowner J. Matthews. That's cool. It's a legal 3-family. So again, still no answer. So in a case like this, where as I'm already looking, the driveway looks like it's empty in the sense that I don't know if anybody's home, no one's coming to the door. What I would do is, since they have it labeled right here, I would just leave a note with the homeowner, or not even a note with the homeowner, but something like this. If it stays. So something like that. That way it's in the homeowners. That's my own brochure that I made for people, and hopefully he gets that message. So you guys can see, this is the basic rinse and repeat model of what we do. Sometimes you get people, sometimes you don't. Just like cold calling, you follow back up. So what I'm gonna end up doing is sometime next week, or maybe in the next few days, I will end up coming back around here. I will knock on these doors again, and we'll see. Now, one thing that I didn't mention, and you guys didn't really see it just because we were driving today, but as I go through the neighborhoods and as I go from each house, the foreclosed houses, I also take a look at the other houses in the neighborhood that I could potentially drive for dollars and knock on. So some of these houses are looking a little bit beat up, a little bit neglected. That's a good sign that those might be houses I want to take note of, get the addresses, and then skip trace later on and see if I can phone call and get a hold of the owner. So yeah, that's the basics of it.